Hi, this is Ian Berry. I get to play in possibility for a living. How exciting. It's a challenge though. Every week in the Wise Leaders peer groups that I host, part of my role is to shine a light on what's possible. It's a challenge. Of course, the big challenge is to turn possibility into reality. I have a formula. It came in a great moment of surprise and wonder in 2006. It was during the Q&A of a presentation I was giving to a relatively small group of senior leaders, and the organizer had really wanted me to do a Q&A based on the value of it in the past. And so the first questioner threw me a bit. He said, look, I really enjoyed what you had to say, but I wonder if you could put it all in a sentence. It brought about a very large pause. So I'm famous for my pauses, but this particular day was probably one of the longest. But then I said, principle before passion, passion before purpose, passion and purpose during practice equals possibility. The room cheered. You had to be there, right? But it's become now a tried and tested formula over the past 16 years. To always be shining a light on possibility. Principle. There are unchanging principles. I'm sure you have many in your life. My number one principle is to always be grateful. It came about initially 44 years ago when I was ill, and my doctor said to me that the key to was my gratitude. And he gave me a phrase, an attitude of gratitude, and he asked me to repeat it in front of a mirror in preparation for the operation. I've been doing that every day since. I have an attitude of gratitude is really the starting place for making sure in my own life that I can bring possibility into focus and then to move on to achieve it. What would be your unchanging principle? In the blog post that accompanies this video, I'll share with you some others of my key principles. Second is passion. I can't help but be passionate about possibility. I can't help but be passionate about being alive. I can't help but be passionate about having this opportunity to share with you some insights that will help you to turn your life, make your life more passionate. Years ago, I asked my good mates, Keith Abraham and Charles Kovess, what their views on passion were. They're both known for being Charles's case, the passion provocateur, and Keith, of course, passionate performance. And in the blog post, I'll put some of their replies. But one of the things that Keith really struck, and I've come across this in other things, what Keith said, it's about doing what you love, loving what you do, doing what you love. From principles and passion, it's then about purpose. The great writer, Robert Louis Stevenson, he said, that to become who we are and to be all that we're capable of becoming is the only purpose in life. What a wonderful insight. And we all go about it different ways. I think the key is to be at peace with ourselves and then to learn to be at peace with other people. And in the blog post, I'll give you some ideas that you can turn into ways that you can put into practice yourself. Of course, the real test of our principles, our passion, and our purpose is to live them, to actually live what we say. It's one of the hardest things to do, particularly in a world where we're really stuck, I think, in a bit of a warp of fake news, and where it seems that to not tell the truth, it seems to be fashionable. Well, I think there's a better way. I think to tell the truth as we see it, although difficult sometimes, is the only way to live. My father used to say, if we tell the truth, we won't have to remember anything. I think that's true. And so I encourage you, take some time to read the longer version of this in the blog post. But principles, passion, purpose, and putting those three into practice are what leads to possibility. I wish you well in your own journey of turning possibility into reality. I think it's the great quest of life. I wish you well as you tackle it with all you've got.